You guys are live.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. I'm all twisted up here. I had to rebuild it because I accidentally pushed a button. So it sounds funny for a second. 10 seconds. Oh, there we go.
I bumped it one day with a notebook.
But usually I hit the dump, which is only like 4 or 5 seconds. But I hit the actual one that makes it go away. I had to rebuild it up again.
Oops.
Oopsie. Hi, Luli. Hi, Ace. Your dad.
Morning, Dad. Hi, Luli. She won a contest last week.
Did she?
Hi, Sonia. I'm trying to share. It's having a Monday.
Is it?
Probably do it quicker through here.
Give me 1 second. Come on. Thank you. Okay. You ready?
Ready? Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and of course on Facebook Live right now, courtesy of FTS Automotive.
Yes, and if you don't follow us on Facebook Live, we encourage you to do so. You get a little behind the scenes of what goes on while Z93 Outlaw Country and MonsterMediaYuma.com go to commercial break. We stay live the entire hour. So you sometimes you get, a lot of times you get the conversation that happens. Sometimes it's a little sneak peek into contests. It just varies. And it's a way for you, like Jennifer said, interact with the show. If you have any questions or comments for our guest, or if you have a comment about the particular topic that Jennifer and myself are talking about, you can always post it right there on Facebook Live.
You sure can. And we want to thank our amazing sponsors that help make this possible. We have Classic Accounting, Sprague Sports, Quick Refrigeration, and brand new today, Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services.
Yay! We like new ones.
We do. We thank you all so much, and our listeners. It wouldn't be possible without you, because you are there for us to provide information, and we also garner a lot of information and topical things from you guys too. So if you do have anything you want to share, head on over to our website at monstermediayuma.com. Click on the Today in Yuma page, and there's a little form you can fill out if you would like to be a guest on the show.
Yeah, sometimes you guys know about things that we don't. We rely on you guys a lot to let us know of what's going on in the community. And if you're part of a nonprofit organization, or you're doing a fundraiser for somebody that's local, we like to get the word out to the community. That way everybody can go out and support.
We have several giveaways for you today.
I like giveaways.
I know. Right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and tell you about our first one. It's a gift certificate good for an oil change from FTS Automotive. Mm-hmm. It's valued up to $34.95. All you need to do is text the keyword FTS, those 3 letters. No emojis, no signatures, no fun stuff. Just FTS. That way you get the bounce back, and you know that you were entered correctly. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and text it to 928. You have to use the area code 3430993. And you can text as many times as you would like. Standard text rates do apply, and we do want to remind you, please text responsibly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. That's why we give you. Are you giving them till noon or 11?
I will give them until 11 today. You get about an hour after the show ends to make sure you're in a spot where you can safely get those entries in.
Exactly. That's why we do that, is that way you're not trying to text right now to get in. You have plenty of time, so get to a safe place, then do your texting once you've stopped and are parked.
I think we both had a pretty busy weekend.
Yes, we did. We had a very busy weekend, but you know what? I wouldn't change it. We had a lot of fun. I traveled to Goodyear / Buckeye for a family reunion, and that's always a lot of fun. It was for my Nana's side of the family. My Nana's passed going on 3 years now, I think. And there's 2 remaining sisters in the Campos family, so they did a reunion. It was 50s themed. It was so cute to see everybody all dressed up. But my aunties were the funniest. You know, there's the baby of the family, which we called Thea Honey, and then there's her sister, we call her Thea Baby. Doesn't make any sense, but this is what I know them as my whole life. But it was funny, since there's only two of them. My Thea Baby, she dressed up as a man from the 50s. She had the jeans, she had the white shirt with the
greaser theme going on?
The greaser theme, yes. And my Thea
fun.
Honey was the total poodle skirt. So it was so cute to see them out there dancing. And as always, it's nice to see all of the family. So yes, I was traveling for the most part this weekend.
Well, we started an early birthday celebration on Friday with you
Yes.
guys here from the station. That was a lot of fun. We had lunch, and I think we were all too full for cake by the time.
Is it even still in there? Or
no,
did you take it home?
I took it home. There's a little left, but yeah, we had birthday cake this weekend at the house. And then Saturday we kind of did an early birthday, did breakfast, and we went and saw Thor, my husband and son and I. And
Is it good?
It was good. I only napped for about 30 minutes. But I napped during a critical part because and this isn't a spoiler, anyone can tell from the trailer on TV or the different promos that Chris Hemsworth gets a haircut in the movie at some point, because you see long hair than short hair. I slept during that part. So we get outside and I asked Jace, what happened to his hair? That was the main thing I had questions about.
Mom, were you napping again?
Yes, and it was obvious that I was napping. It was the 10 o'clock showing in the morning, so it was still pretty early, but the theater was pretty busy because it was opening weekend.
Well, and that's kind of why I'm kind of worried about going to the theater on Main Street now, because they have those reclining chairs. I'm like, I'd sleep through the whole movie if I sat in those chairs.
Well, I found a way to get comfortable at Harkins.
Yeah.
I reclined and I had it going on. Well, I had to get my nap in because I went out later with some friends.
the girls.
Yeah, it was kind of a girls' night out, and we went and saw A Bad Mom's Christmas.
And did you laugh out loud?
I did. There were several parts that were funny, and we were sometimes you fear, okay, did the trailer show you the only funny parts in the movie? Because sometimes that is the case. No, it was funny. And there was just the sweetest guy working at the concession stand, and he said, what are you ladies here to see? We said, A Bad Mom's Christmas. He goes, you're going to love it. Or is this a night out without the kids? And we said, yeah. He goes, so you didn't bring the kids? No, we didn't. And he goes, good, because it's not child appropriate. Well, as
I figured, it probably isn't.
No, the first one wasn't either. And we get in there. There's 4 of us in our group, and people that come in. It was after, I think, right at the beginning as the movie started. They had probably a 6-year-old with them. And that kind of makes you a little leery.
Uncomfortable?
Exactly.
Just say it. It's uncomfortable.
I do the same thing with some of the movies, though, that have very inappropriate content. Like, Amy Schumer, the Snatched one with Goldie Hawn, just because the language. And there were a lot of, some of our senior citizens there. And that kind of makes me, it's raunchy. I don't want to laugh, but they're laughing right along.
They're laughing,
but the little girl fell asleep about halfway through it. But yes,
good.
there was some questionable content. It's certainly both movies. I recommend Thor, Ragnarok, and A Bad Mom's Christmas. Although I can't really get behind the 30 minutes I didn't see in Thor.
And you didn't sleep during Bad Mom.
No, I did not sleep during that one.
That tells you something. Jennifer didn't take a nap.
I would have been elbowed from both sides, probably.
Yeah, they were there to celebrate you.
And I think a lot of people were doing the same thing we were. It's kind of a girls' night out, having a little bit of fun. And it was a Christmas. It wasn't a family Christmas movie, but it definitely had a Christmas theme about it. It's in the title, and it kind of gave you some ideas, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Good or bad.
The whole premise is think about what we as moms take on around the holidays on our shoulders. We just kind of put so much pressure on ourselves. And then I think when we do that to ourselves, then other people do come to expect it. Whether it's doing all the shopping, the meal prep, taking care of gifts for extended family too, the decorations. I know some places, the guys will take on the outdoor decor. I usually do that too. Yeah. That way I'm, because I want them a certain way, but I do the inside of the house, and I do several trees.
Yeah, and several. Yes. 5?
No. Oh, well, there's the main one. We have a memorial tree for our parents that we've lost, and I have a cat tree. I have some other little ones that might just have a few ornaments, but they're not as decked out as the others.
No. Well, I like to do a real traditional tree, so we usually will wait for the tree, and Eli has a little tree for his room. So we only take on 1 and like a quarter, because the one for the room is only like this big. So.
I know, but he loves it. He's passionate about that tree.
But you're totally right. I think we tend to put a lot of pressure on ourselves and take on a lot. My mom tells me every holiday, slow down.
Enjoy it,
because I'm like trying to go from here to there. We got to do this. I need to take this over here, and she's like, just stop and enjoy it. Sit down,
quit rushing. They're going to be there whenever you get there. I'm like, okay, Mom. And it's nice when I get to remind her of that sometimes.
And
too.
you have both sides of your family in town, though.
Yeah.
We don't. So we, years ago we just kind of, okay, we'll go see. And when we would travel, we would hit Florence, where my mother-in-law and Bill lived for a number of years. We'd hit there maybe one day.
I couldn't imagine
and
having
then,
to travel.
Then go to Safford after that, or just kind of alternate, do Thanksgiving with them in Florence, and then Christmas in Safford. And it was challenging, but we made it work.
Yeah.
But the traffic, I absolutely hate Thanksgiving traffic more than Christmas because more people are traveling.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people opt to stay home for Christmas and travel out of town during Thanksgiving, especially if you have a lot of people that might be at college, or it's some people view Thanksgiving as more of a traditional family holiday.
Yeah.
Or for extended family, you get bigger groups together and stuff like that. That's the case when we head back to Safford, because everyone ends up coming over to my dad's. Mm-hmm. And I think he's ready for me to come. He said, "I already have your bed ready."
I saw that, usually you enlist your dad for some of your Christmas projects, but I seen that you received some power tools for your birthday.
Yes, I did. And I requested them before anyone starts thinking that my husband is a terrible gift giver. I said, I'd like a jigsaw. And I consulted my dad. I said, I want to be able to cut shapes or, curved edges on 2x4s for whatever crafty thing that I might need, because the situation has come up multiple times.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful for my buddy Toby over at Southwest Lumber, because he helps me out in a pinch. Well, I got first, he had Jace bring me in the box, and it was a jigsaw, and it's a Ryobi jigsaw, but it said power cord or battery not included. And I'm thinking, oh, dang it. Okay, well,
I can go get that piece.
I can make that work. But I remember we were looking at some other sets, and Jeff said, I think that might work with we have a cordless drill and a cordless flashlight that were the same brand. He goes, I think that might be similar. So I'm thinking, okay, we'll find a way to make it work.
Usually they're good about that.
And then he tells Jace, there might be another box in there. Go ahead and check. So he brings it in. It was the big set. And it has,
cool.
Yeah, it has oh my goodness, it had like 3 or 4 different things in it. But I guess to get the pack that had the jigsaw with it, it was $500. So to get them separately, it ended up being quite a bit cheaper. And I'm all about a deal, so I was excited.
Did you get the battery pack that you needed?
Yeah, the full set came with the different accessories. And it's all the Ryobi brand, so they work together anyway. Part of one line, I go, they have 60 different things in this product line, so I can build my collection.
Do you already know what the first thing you're going to make is?
Yeah, I'm going to make some turkeys.
Oh, yeah, you said turkeys.
Yes,
right.
I have turkeys on the brain, so we'll be figuring that out. Now, speaking of turkeys, Crossroads Mission is gearing up for their 3 days of Thanksgiving, and next week they're going to be doing the turkey drives. They traditionally have them.
They've been doing that for many years now.
Yes, it's been a number of years. They have one coming up at the Pacific Avenue Walmart, and it's going to be an all-day thing. They kind of partner with the TV stations for that, and it'll be an all-day thing. And then it's not just turkeys they need, all the trimmings. Figure anything you need to put on your Thanksgiving table. Some people think, well, I can't really afford another turkey, but you can grab a can of cranberry sauce, or rolls, or green beans, just anything that
Instant
you think.
potatoes, bag of potatoes,
Yes.
and anything that's left over. They do the same 3 meals for Thanksgiving that they do for Christmas, don't they? So anything that's left over, all those canned goods, they can save for Christmas coming up, and or just use them for meals throughout, between the next month before Christmas.
Yes,
So,
and the turkeys are frozen anyway. But what they do is they're having another drive too. This will include they call it the Foothills Walmart. I don't believe it's technically actually the Foothills.
why? Because you're only about 4 miles.
No, it's
from there?
8 or 8.5 E.
Oh, okay.
But some people, that's how they use it as the point of reference.
Yeah.
They will be doing a drive a few days after the Pacific Avenue location.
Okay.
So if you're out in that area, it might be more convenient for you to drop by. But when they do the 3 days events, the first day they will do a traditional a Mexican food dinner. So for that, think of anything that you need: tortillas, ground beef, cheese,
Rice,
onions,
beans.
right? Any of that stuff. They need a lot of that, because they do, over the course of 3 days, thousands of meals.
Yeah, they do the actual 3 lunch/dinners, but they also do breakfast. They still do 3 meals a day, not just the main one that they do.
Right. So what they do is, it'll be Tuesday is Mexican food, Wednesday will be a roast beef dinner with all the trimmings, and then Thursday will be the traditional turkey dinner. So if you have any roasts, because that's one of the areas they do tend to run a little bit short on, so they always want to make sure that they have plenty. Get those items dropped off down at the Mission at 944 South Arizona Avenue. And you can do that 24 hours a day. They have the shelter location in the back. You can drive around and ring the little bell. If it's something that is perishable, obviously, make sure that someone comes out so you can get that refrigerated or frozen in a timely manner. But desserts, they always need lots of desserts. And this is where we, even if I'm traveling or we plan to be out of town for a day or so, I'll just get them frozen pies.
Exactly.
Because I'm not, if I'm making something for my own family or friends, I will just do assembly line and create extra.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I'm not going to be doing any of that baking at all, it's just easier for me to get them a variety of the pies. That way, if they do need to spread it out between Christmas and Thanksgiving, they have options to do so.
And say you're not able to make any kind of food donation or monetary donation, you can donate your time. They need extra bodies through those 3 days, a lot of extra bodies to cook, to prep the food, to serve the food, to sit there and just chat with some of the people that are there. So they do, if you can't donate, anything physical, like, any of the things Jen was talking about, or monetary, then donate your time, because it's really needed. And they, like you said, they feed thousands of people those 3 days.
They do ask if you would like to volunteer. There's always the prep work, the setup, and then the cleanup. Those are the big ones. They're not the fun parts that anyone really wants to do. They like to be out there interacting and helping with crafts and different things. But they ask that you show up by 10 o'clock each morning if you would like to volunteer. And children can come volunteer also. Just make sure that they have closed-toed shoes. And it's usually pretty windy around this time of year. I know we've had that kind of.
Yeah, the volunteers
affect
I've
things.
seen usually around this time of year, they usually have like a light sweater or a zip-up hoodie or something, because it tends to be windy.
It is. And we're looking at the meals being served each day, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And again, Teresa's right. They have to turn around and serve dinner that evening, so they'll have to get everything cleaned up and just start that whole process over.
Yes.
But they do provide a lot of meals to the veterans or individuals who might be homebound or elderly.
Yeah.
They do ask that you call and make arrangements for that. You can do so at 783-9362. And they will get you put on the list and get all the pertinent information.
Yeah, if you know any neighbors or anybody like that may be homebound, that don't have family that come through. I know usually if we know, even growing up, my mom was really, really good about that. We had some elderly neighbors next door that would be there, and we'd take them food. Whatever it was that we were eating, they were eating the same thing. But if you are not able to do that and you know somebody in the area, just call and get on the list ahead of time, and they will make sure that they get something to eat.
That's right. We are going to take a quick break here. Don't forget, text that keyword FTS to the Monster Message line to enter to win that free oil change valued up to $34.95 from FTS Automotive, one of our awesome sponsors. They help bring us Facebook Live each day, 9 to 10, here on Z93 Outlaw Country and MonsterMediaYuma.com. The show was brought to you by Classic Accounting. Let Classic Accounting take the stress out of doing your business payroll taxes. Locally owned and operated since 1986. Schedule your business consultation today, 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports is Yuma's hunting and shooting headquarters. Family owned and operated since 1956. You can find them at Spragues.com or 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration. They are family owned and operated, and they've been heating and cooling the Yuma area since 1955. Visit GetCoolQuick.com.
And our brand new sponsor, Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services. Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services are locally owned and operated and have been providing pest control services in Yuma for over 20 years.
That's a long time.
It is. I love that all of our sponsors have been in the Yuma community for so long. You can call Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services at 928-343-9149 or message them on Facebook.
We'll be back right after this on Today in Yuma.
They're really active on Facebook.
They are. They have a lot going on.
Yeah, they do. And I like, she was really good when she did it, because she has somebody that she's designated to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I see them multiple times a day on my Facebook.
It is.
page.
It's a family business, and they all do
their part.
Yep, that's right. All right,
Mine is
teaser for Facebook. Oh, Phoenix Suns tickets.
Woo-hoo!
They're for Friday, November 10th. So this Friday, Suns versus the Magic. We will be letting you know when you can start to text to win these. Because last time it went a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. It was awesome. We have a couple minutes?
Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
Yeah, those Suns tickets. Last time, I'm glad that we started because we got them in such turnaround. I think it was 2 days that we had to plan that. Hey, I'm going to go to Phoenix, and we got so many entries. So we'll give you the prompt to text here shortly. So don't start. I don't know if she set up if she was smart, she set up a different keyword than last time. Let's see.
There's so much going on this weekend, too.
Veterans Day. We'll be in the Veterans Day Parade. It's a 7 o'clock Friday game. And there's 4 tickets this year. That's really good. I've never been to, where's it? Talking Stick Arena? I've never been there.
It's by a Talking Stick Casino. Then it's got to be right there.
I have no idea. Better figure
I
it
would
out
guess.
about 2 weeks before we go. I don't know. I've never been. I've never even been to a live basketball game.
No, we used to go to the Pacer game. All the Pacer games.
How far were you from the venue for that?
About 20 minutes.
Well, that's not too bad at all.
Yeah, we were 20 minutes from downtown Indianapolis. We lived in
Do you know where that arena is?
Talking Stick.
Yeah.
Talking Stick? Yeah, it's by downtown Phoenix. When I went and met up with Lou last year,
Oh, that's
and
right. That's when the boys
and
went
Jill
to the game.
Kimmel, yeah, we were on the same block.
I've never been there, so I don't know.
I think it's
Yeah.
one of those where they're kind of building the community up around the venues and stuff because there's a lot of little sports bars down there.
Yeah.
I didn't go into that venue, and I don't know that it's the same. I went to a game years ago with Jeff and Tim and one of Tim's coworkers.
Basketball?
Yeah, it was a basketball game, but I don't know if it's at the same space, same place, or I don't know.
I don't know either.
Tim's cousins and aunt worked was Market Square at the time. That's where the Pacers used to play, and now it went to Hinkle's Field House when we were still there.
That's what is that what it's still
It's
called?
not.
Oh.
It's still Field House, but it's changed ownership a couple different times. But his cousin still works there, so she still gets the passes, the season tickets.
That's cool.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, ready when you are.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are broadcasting live multiple ways. We are here live on Z93 in Outlaw Country. You can always stream us live at monstermediayuma.com, and you can watch us on Facebook Live. And I'm working on adding some of our videos to YouTube also.
I saw that you created a YouTube channel.
We've had one for a while.
Just never used it?
No, not really. So it's another way because not everyone is on Facebook. They still, but they still want to see the video component of things.
Yeah.
There's always that natural curiosity. Okay, what do these two women look like, or the different guests? And it gives
I
us-
got that the other day. I was in my mom's store, and she was introducing me to one of her distributors, and he goes, and it was Thursday because I get my lunch early on Thursdays, and we just got out of the show, and I go to see my mom, and she was introducing me to him, and he's like, "Aren't you on the radio with Jennifer?" I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "I went to Facebook Live just to see what you guys look like because he listens every day." So
because we say go check us out.
go
on
check
Facebook
us
Live.
out on Facebook Live. So.
Yeah, James, this is right. He said Talking Stick Arena is downtown near Chase Field, and the Talking Stick Casino is up in Scottsdale.
Oh, okay, so they're not near each other.
No.
Okay, well, now I know because I'll be going in a couple of weeks. But we're giving our listeners a chance to win, aren't we?
That's right. And you're hearing, we gave our Facebook Live people a little teaser, but we didn't tell them what they needed to do to win.
Exactly.
We have a 4-pack of tickets to this Friday's Phoenix Suns versus Orlando Magic game. Game time is at 7 p.m., so you still have time to head up there. Maybe head out of work a little bit early. The 4-pack of tickets, this section 118, they're good seats. Our previous winners took some pictures and gave us an idea of their vantage point. And I think the Suns, did they win? I don't know.
No,
they
I don't believe they
No,
did.
I thought they won by 1 or 2.
Okay, I'm going to Google it. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know the answer
Suns
to that.
Lakers, October.
Okay.
Because it's been more than a day ago, so I don't remember. All you need to do to enter is text the keyword SUNS, S-U-N-S, it's plural. Text that to 928-343-0993. We're going to pick our winner on Wednesday. We will pick it Wednesday morning during the show, so we want to give you ample time to enter as often as you'd like. Again, that number is 928-343-0993. These tickets are valued around $150, so you do have to be at least 18 to win, and you're responsible for your own transportation up to the venue, which, again, the game is the venue, Talking Stick Arena. Jane has me confused now. So, but yes, you can enter as often as you like. Please remember standard text rates do apply. And again, don't text and drive. In the city, there is an ordinance. You cannot do so or you will be cited, but we don't want you to do it anywhere because it's not a safe practice.
They lost by 2 points.
Okay. I know it was a close game.
It was a good game. Yeah, it looked like it was. They're showing the stats for each player and things.
They may have won last night. And the Cardinals won, right? Because I was trying to get...
I don't want to talk about that, thank you.
Why did they beat your 49ers?
Yeah, everybody does. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. It is what it is. If you're a 49er fan, you kind of get used to losing, I guess.
Well, I came in and I asked for a rundown because my cat and I were watching Hulu. We're catching up on our shows in the bedroom. And it was my birthday, so I could do what I wanted.
You do what you want.
Exactly. And I came out and I said, well, how's so-and-so doing? I think the Raiders won? I don't know. Jeff's a Raider fan. I'm curious about the Cardinals, but there was basketball last night, too.
I don't know if there was basketball.
No, there was.
We were watching. Mm-hmm. No, you're like, no, there was. They were watching basketball, too.
I can hear the shoes on the floor. That's how I know when they've switched from one sport to another.
There was a lot of fights yesterday in football. There was a couple of scuffles during the games, and then I saw a video of one of the...
locker scenes?
No, it was a fan in the stands. Oh. And she went absolutely crazy. I didn't hear the whole story. I caught it as I was getting dressed this morning, but I was like, I saw a couple of scuffles, on TV, and I was like, oh my goodness, something was in the air yesterday.
I don't know.
Yeah, you had to look it up. I know the one lady that I saw, she was not a happy camper. And she had probably 5 or 6 security people carrying her out.
Oh, my.
It was horrible.
That's hardcore.
Yes, very hardcore.
But I know some of these football fans are very passionate.
Yes.
Sometimes you also incorporate alcohol into the mix.
Doesn't always be a good mix.
And they develop superhuman strength.
I'm telling you, this lady looked like she was one of those because she had 6 security men all, carrying her out. It was pretty crazy.
Well, we have a blood drive coming up. We want to let the community know about it. That way you can get yourself on the list or make plans to donate.
Okay.
And as we get into the holidays, it's one of the busiest times of year where they need a lot more blood due to accidents. Holiday travel increases, you have accidents, and the need rises. But donors are down, too, because people are busy and they might not be able to find it in their schedule to get down and donate. Mm-hmm. We have the opportunity here in the Yuma community, and this is United Blood Services. They do provide... last I heard they were the main supplier for blood to Yuma Regional Medical Center.
Okay.
And you can go to bloodhero.com or call 1-877-UBS-HERO and get more information. Find out the requirements. There's weight requirements and age requirements, but some of the high schoolers are able to donate too. But the first drive is coming up on November 13th, so that's a week from today at Arizona Western College. That will be sponsored by the Science Club. And it takes place in the 3C building and the Shoning Conference Center, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're doing it both Monday and Tuesday next week, and the Science Club is sponsoring both days. Next Wednesday, if you're closer to town, you can donate at Kofa High School in the gym. That's from 8 a.m. until noon. And then Friday, you can donate at the Yuma County Health Services District. That's down the road from us here at 2200 West 28th Street. That will be in the auditorium, and that takes place from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. And then we have some additional dates the following week, which will be the week of Thanksgiving. Again, a lot more traffic out on the road, and the accidents go up.
Are you posting that on Facebook? For people?
I will share.
That's a lot of it. That's a lot of dates, but it's a lot of opportunities for people to
the week of Thanksgiving, you can give Tuesday or Wednesday at YRMC in the Kokopelli Conference Room. This will be at 399 West 32nd Street. That is at their corporate center. Again, just go to bloodhero.com. They will have a list of all of this also, if I don't get a chance to get on and share it with you.
There is, like you said, it's that time of year. There's a lot more traffic on the roads. I noticed just traveling from here to my favorite tea spot, maybe around 24th Street area that I go to daily. I noticed that it's been taking almost double the time to get up there and back because of the amount of traffic is on the road. And unfortunately, we're seeing a rise in accidents. And we need to pay attention. The ones, granted, obviously you're not purposely running into somebody. That's why it's called an accident. So, definitely want to pay a little bit more attention, give yourself a little bit more time. But the ones that scare me the most, unfortunately, we had a vehicle versus pedestrian this past week. Was it Friday?
Friday night.
Friday night. So, we want to definitely do our best to keep our eyes open and be aware, because a lot of times the pedestrian, granted the pedestrian usually has the right of way, but sometimes in that instance, it was dark. It was really dark, and they may not always use a crosswalk, so we just need to be aware of what is going on around
That's right.
us.
We had it was a rough couple days.
There was a shooting that same day, and
we had a shooting, and then we had an accident. I know YPD was working multiple scenes at once, and then there was a situation. It wasn't in the foothills. It was just, I believe, just west of the boundary, and YPD was working that, but people who were stuck in that area in the traffic said it was moving pretty quickly. Okay. We had a bank robbery on Saturday. That took place down at the Wells Fargo here, near your T-spot.
Near my T-spot.
At that particular location. And we have shared the photo from that. A lot of people were speculating, saying that they believe it's a man. And it was there. It's identified as a female. And, well, if you're on Facebook Live, Teresa was just gesturing.
No, she's got the camera on you, so they didn't see what I was doing.
Well, there could have been some type of prosthetics or tube
definitely.
socks involved. We're not exactly sure. But again, if you have access to that photo and you think you might know who it is, please contact the authorities. Again, they evacuated the facilities, and that's why a lot of people started contacting me, because they saw all the employees outside. And it's terrifying if you're not, sure, especially if you're in an environment like that.
Definitely.
So, all right, let's make things easier for our law enforcement officers.
Yes, please. Along with this time of year, yes, we do get a lot of traffic, but there's a lot of things going on. I can't believe that the Balloon Festival is right around the corner.
It is. We have the
2 weeks away.
Yeah, the Veterans Day Parade is the Saturday.
Yes, and we're going to be in it, and we have a new band for the Veterans Day Parade this year.
You're going to break that teaser? Huh?
Yeah, I am, because they just messaged me.
Well, okay.
Weezerton, they are all part of other bands. They are all a local monster in some shape or form. But I love that they all play in many other bands as well. But Weezerton is actually going to be performing on our Veterans Day Parade float this year. So it's going to be super exciting. I know that they will have the crowd amped up, so you definitely want to look for us. And the theme this year is?
It's celebrating our women veterans, or honoring our women veterans.
And we have a special veteran that's going to be on our float, don't we, Anita?
We do.
We're going to turn your mic on over
Yes.
there. Once we found out the theme for this year's parade, we knew that Anita's mom would be perfect for us to have accompany our float in the parade.
Yes.
I'm trying to entice her to come in on it. Sorry, grab the
you
wrong
grabbed
one.
a different one. It's okay.
Trying to entice her to come in on Friday to share her experience. When I was sharing with her what the theme was, she got really excited and wanted to be a part of this event, because it is a big part of her life. She retired from the military after serving 20 years, and she retired as an officer back in the 80s, which was a big deal for a female at that time. So it's kind of exciting to be able to talk about her. She has lots of great stories, and I think my favorite comment that she made as I was asking her to come out was, she was, well, what am I going to talk about? I was 19, and I was in Army intelligence. An oxymoron within itself. So that's my mom, and I hope that she'll get away from being a little stage fright and come and share her stories, because she has some good ones.
We'll break her in.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
We'll make it super easy for her. She should know. Maybe she can watch a couple of our shows on Facebook.
She does. She actually does.
She does.
She does. She watches us.
So yes, we have Anita's mother, who we will be honoring on our float, and we also have Weezerton. I'm super excited. Like I said, they haven't actually played. Last year we had the Cricktones, but we will have the Cricktones again for Christmas Light Parade.
That's
so
right.
Super excited.
The parade does start at 9 o'clock this Saturday, and get there early, because people always want to get the best curbside seats along 4th Avenue.
Yes.
And the parade is following the traditional route. Those involved, I think we're supposed to line up by 7:30. Back behind Staples in that area, there's a little block that runs between Staples and I don't remember the name of that next street. But the parade actually starts.
So that's got to be 3rd Avenue and 17th Street-ish.
Okay, because we come out just before 17th Street.
Yeah.
Wiener Schnitzel's on the corner, and we end up entering 4th Avenue on there.
Right there,
And
yeah.
the parade will head south. And I don't remember the exact street that we ended up turning on last year. Was it 24th Street?
It's either 24th. It's got to be 25th because it's the one right after the plaza where Taco Salsa and all that stuff is at, right by Bubba's.
Gotcha. Okay, we turned down there, and the ultimate thing is it ends up at the Legion, American
Yes.
Legion Post 19, and they will be having a community barbecue. And there were still a lot of people gathered around there because they knew that's where the food was going to be.
Yes, and they do their own kind of announcing at staging area right there as well. We have a special grand marshal for the parade this year?
We do, but I texted yesterday to inquire. But she has not obtained permission. She wants to make sure.
She wants to make sure that she can announce it.
She wants to make sure that we can announce it. But a little hint, our wonderful Grand Marshal served in the Marine Corps and may or may not have been a guest here with us the last few weeks or so.
Yeah,
that narrows it down. But there you go.
We're not going to announce it until they give us permission.
Just a reminder again, Phoenix Suns tickets. It's a 4-pack of tickets to this Friday's game versus the Orlando Magic. Text the keyword Suns, S-U-N-S, to 928-343-0993. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come back and do some national days and get to our birthdays.
Yeah, get to our birthdays. We haven't talked about that yet. And there's other events that we're going to be taking part in the community with as well. So we want to make sure everybody comes out and enjoys.
A busy fall and holiday calendar.
Yes.
This is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. Tax season is coming, whether we want it to or not. Classic Accounting has over 30 years of tax experience. They're locally owned and operated since 1986, and they have 2 locations to serve you. Call 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports. The Sprague's family is proud to offer Yuma shooters a clean, comfortable, safe place to shoot, train, and educate. The range facility is dedicated to the memory of George W. Sprague, a die-hard shooter, competitor, and gun enthusiast. Sprague Sports, 32nd Street, next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration is here to ensure your comfort in Yuma year-round. They offer commercial and residential service, and they also offer 24-hour emergency service. Visit GetCoolQuick.com for details.
And Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services offer wildlife control like feral cat trapping, snake and skunk relocation, and pigeon extraction. You can call Advocate at 928-343-9149 or message them on Facebook.
We'll be back with more Today in Yuma right after this.
My grandma's calling me. I'm going to
Was she?
call her.
Raiders did win. They
what?
beat the Dolphins by 3.
That's my husband's team. That's why I
Here's
get
your
excited.
quick refrigeration.
I know. Here we go.
I'll turn it up so you can hear
I like to jam to this.
it. Call my grandma.
I love this jingle.
I know it does get stuck in your head.
This is Jennifer Blackwell for my friends at Quick Refrigeration. They have been cool. And my computer's possessed.
And they are the only train dealer in the desert Southwest.
Okay, it's back. Does strange things. All right. Let's ride. Tomorrow's election day.
Ma'am.
Let's talk about that. Do you do early ballot?
Yes, we always do early
Let's
ballot.
face it, nobody likes paying taxes, but you do want an experienced team to make sure they're filed correctly. Classic Accounting has been in the Yuma community.
I know.
Yay, the Colts beat the Texans.
Did
We
they?
did not watch the game at all. It's unusual for my husband.
Really?
Yeah.
I know, James. She's on our list. I promise. I have it written down. She's right there. James says his wife's birthday's today. We're
Laura-
saving it.
Laura's a good name. We
Laura-
like the name Laura.
That's your mama's name,
Yes,
huh?
it is.
And my
I
best
I got
friend's name.
I got her message this morning. She's like, she confirmed that she's going to be here. She owes me $100.
Was there a friendly little wager going on?
So I said, every time you say inconvenience or bother or any of those negative derogatory statements, that you're just going to pay me $100. And she's like, what? Because it's that whole, I don't want to inconvenience you, or
Yeah.
I don't want to
you're
be
like,
about.
you're my mother.
Mom, seriously. If I didn't want you there, I wouldn't invite you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I roll.
And I agree. I agree. Oh my goodness.
I said, the next time you say it, I'm going to charge you $100. I'm going to get rich off of you.
We had
Yes.
some people that had little catchphrases that were so annoying, so we joked that we should start drinking games based around that. There have been times years
I
ago
sure
where we
will,
would
I
have
sure
probably
will.
been drunk by 9 a.m.
Okay, I love you.
Where even now you'll hear someone else just mention that because they're little common phrases and it makes me grind my teeth.
She went up and see my little Crystalline this weekend.
Oh, did she?
Aw.
She was giving me
Oh, I'm
my
glad she
messages.
went up there.
I know. I was so excited. I was like, I didn't even know
Crystal
you were
sent
there.
messages to you?
Yes, she says she wanted to give us hugs and kisses and asked when we're going back up there.
Not soon enough for her.
Not and not soon enough for us either.
Aw, she's so precious.
She is. And my nana, she's like, she's talking so much. I said, yes, I know.
She's 3, right? Or
Yes.
almost 3?
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, she can.
It's funny.
Your Nana's doing things now.
Oh yeah, she's
Makes
getting
me
out
so
and-
happy because
Yes.
you think and you pray and you pray and you think, and that makes me very
I tell
happy.
Kevin every time we drive past there and I don't see her vehicle there, I go, is it sad or is it bad that I'm happy that she's not home?
Yeah.
Because she's out and about doing things. So that's always a good thing.
It is a great thing. Great thing.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here live on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and on Facebook Live, working on YouTube for you.
Working on YouTube, getting there. I'm glad you started the process. That is one aspect of social media that we have not yet conquered.
Yeah.
And I think it's only fitting that we do.
Well, I like the interaction, the real time interaction with our Facebook Live
Yes,
viewers
I
too.
do
But
too.
again, there's a lot of people that aren't on Facebook. And I met a few weeks ago. I was taking their pictures. They're having a baby, and I said, "Now, are you guys on social media?" And they're like, "Oh no, we got rid of Facebook 2 years ago." I think some relationships do better also when
Well,
Facebook does not exist.
And you know, oh gosh, I think it was a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I gave up for Lent. I gave up Facebook. Now I kind of cheated because I didn't give up Instagram, so I could post stuff on Instagram and link it. I could
Link it to your Facebook?
I could link it to my Facebook, and people were like, "How is this popping up?" I'm not actually on Facebook. I was on Instagram, and it would link it to it, so I was able to post in both places. But to have that disconnect, like when we go hunting and things like that, it's really nice to give yourself
Everyone
some time.
needs to do that.
Yes.
It's hard for me.
Yes.
It is very hard for
I
me
could see
because I do like to have the downtime, but anytime something happens,
People
It's
people
not-
know that they can come to you for
they
what's
do.
going
And it's
on.
not just one person, it's multiple people. That's why I try and get information as soon as I can to at least kind of calm people down, but sometimes it's challenging.
Yeah.
All right, now we are going to talk about some birthdays. It's November 6th.
Oh my goodness.
It's not always referred to as the day after my birthday, which is an awesome day.
It is. Why don't we just celebrate your birthday for the rest of the month?
We could do that.
Hey,
We
it's
could
a
do
good-
that, but
good
I'm not
business
eating any
song.
more cake because
Right.
today.
Okay,
I-
here we go. Here
No,
we go.
look, I'm starting my better lifestyle
Okay.
today. Yes, I do have my Diet Coke, and don't anyone judge me. I know it's not good and blah blah blah
That's
blah blah.
her coffee.
You know what? I got the Diet Cherry syrup because I normally get regular cherry and whole cherries. Those cherries are like 10 calories each.
You told me that, and I did not
Yes.
know that they were that many.
So, but this is all I'm going to have today. And I had a bunch of water before I came in. I had some oatmeal, but I didn't eat a lot of it because it ended up being pretty nasty. So I did have that, and I brought a little protein. I have my salad for lunch. So there we go.
Yeah, and like Jen says, this is the only one she's going to have today because there's a lot of times where she'll refill it, or if it's
I will. I hate water, but I'm going to drink
if
it.
it's her happy hour at her local favorite drink spot, she might stop in if she needs one, or if she has a photo shoot later in the day, she'll stop and get one. So she is going to start restricting herself a little
In
bit.
2012, I took it upon myself. My blood pressure was kind of borderline, and I didn't want to take any medication for it. I have several family members that have, and I said, no. I asked my doctor. He said, well, you can try cutting out sodium. And he didn't say cut it out altogether, and it's impossible to do so because it's naturally occurring in a lot of meat and vegetables even. But I scaled it back considerably and was really watching portions and drinking a lot of water. I lost almost 60 pounds that year. And it was, you get back into bad habits. It's more convenient to do this. I'll just stop and grab something after work, and the family will do this. And, you know, obviously not the wise choice to make, but you all heard me now. I'm
This
going,
November 6th,
this-
2017.
Here, write this day down. 9:43 a.m. No.
Jennifer Blackwell
Yes.
said.
Okay. Birthday's on this date. My cousin Christine is celebrating a birthday, and she is 12 hours younger than I am. I was born at 12:17 noon, and she arrived just after midnight. And our moms were I never knew this till after my mom passed, and all the cousins and aunts were down, and they call themselves like cousin sisters, and it's not some weird HBO special or whatever. They're my mom lost her mother as like sister wives and weird stuff like that.
I didn't get it when it hit me. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, my mom lost her mom when she was just 10.
Yeah.
And my grandma was very young. She was 36 when she passed away. And my Aunt Debbie and Arlene and Nancy, and I think there's one more. I'm sorry, I can't remember them. They lost their mom a couple years later. And so they did everything together. They were kids, and they were going through these formative years too without, that the leadership and direction and love that that a mom provides. They have their fathers and stuff, but it's not always the same. And so when my mom and she's my cousin, but she was my Aunt Debbie. It's Aunt Debbie and Uncle Bill, and I guess they were upset at each other for not being there. They didn't come see me in the hospital because they're both in different parts of the hospital having babies.
Yeah, exactly.
At the same time. And it was always a lot of fun. When we were little, my birthday was first, so I'm older. Of course, she hasn't come through yet and said, now you're older. That whole 12 hours makes a difference. But Christine, I love you. She is celebrating a birthday today. So is Nellie Guerrero. Nellie, I know Nellie is another wrestling mom. That's how
That's how you knew Nellie.
Exactly. And Laura Monty is celebrating a birthday with Team Red, White, and Blue.
Yes,
and
James says, happy birthday to my wife, Laura Monty. He's saying happy birthday
It's
as
when
well.
you were talking to your grandma during the break. So I said, it's on my list. She's number 30 here. I was trying to copy them from my Facebook birthdays.
Oh, good.
Benjamin Yablonsky is celebrating a birthday today, as is Alicia Kessler. And one of our good radio buddies, Michael Shannon.
I love his voice.
He's so awesome. And this guy, you know what? He loves cats. So there you go.
Does he really?
Just the complete, yeah. You don't follow him on Instagram, do you?
No, I don't follow him. I have to go pull
It's
him
about
up.
him and his cats.
Oh, goodness. That's hilarious.
Pretty awesome there.
He fits right in.
Exactly. It is November 6th, and we're kind of working a little backwards this hour for you.
It's okay. No worries.
But today is Color the World Orange Day. And some people have never heard of that. You've heard of orange in context of hunger. But this is recognized the first Monday in November, and it's dedicated to bringing awareness to complex regional pain syndrome and reflex sympathetic dystrophy with Color the World Orange Day.
Okay.
And they encourage people that are familiar with this to wear orange and then organize an event or participate in one to help spread the awareness. So hopefully that's what we're doing now, and people might be Googling it just to figure out what the heck it is. Because I haven't heard of some of those things. But it's also, we might recognize this one a little more, National Nachos Day.
Oh, yes.
And I will not be partaking.
Just one?
No.
One nacho?
No.
With cheese?
No.
Maybe a jalapeno?
It would be a vegetable. The jalapeno is a vegetable. If
Okay,
it's corn
Janice.
chip, it's a vegetable.
Okay, Janice.
And then the cheese, that's dairy, right?
Yes.
And it's also saxophone day.
No, go back to the nachos.
Sorry. Nope.
Nachos Day. Dulce, she says, my son's birthday, Juan Coronado, stationed in North Carolina, NC?
Yes, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Well, we want to wish him a very happy birthday as well.
And someone has asked me, she goes, do you shout outs on your show? Well, yes, we do shout outs on the show.
Shout outs.
So,
we like shout outs.
I will respond to her, but her son is graduating from boot camp later this week.
Oh.
And she wants us to do one for him. So I'll get all that information. But yes, if you have a special event, and one of the older shows I was pulling up yesterday, it's when we had Alize on, the Miss Yuma County.
Alize Diaz?
Yes, Alize Diaz. And it was not too long before she was actually heading out to boot camp.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I think she's passed like one of the big tests, and there's other things because she's interested in going into medicine.
Oh, wow.
Through the military. And I think she's got a great shot at it. Good head on her shoulders, and just a remarkable young woman. So, yes, if you have something momentous you would like us to share, that's what Today in Yuma is about. We'd like to share that information with our audience and help celebrate those victories and recognize them.
Even the little accomplishments. We like all of that. So all you have to do to give a shout out is you can message us right here on Facebook, or you can go to monstermediayuma.com and click on the Today in Yuma tab, and there you'll find a little entry form. It takes 2 seconds. Just fill it out. It goes right to both Jen and myself's email, and we'll be able to, if you can, give us at least a day so that we're not looking, because it's hard for us to check our email along with everything else that we have going on in here. So if you want it that day, definitely want to post it on our Facebook Live feed. But if you give us a couple of days, then we'll make sure to get it on the list and make
make sure that we shout out to your special someone.
And just a big week in general. We have the city election taking place tomorrow. It's the general election, and there are 3 open city council seats with 6 candidates running.
Yes.
So you can vote for 3 people on your ballot. If you did request an early ballot, don't mail it in because it will not count.
Drop it off now.
Yeah, postmarks don't count. You could drop it off today at the recorder's office. They're on Main Street now, and they do have a receptacle outside. And Dave Nash verified last week.
Yes.
He made sure that everything was
It's
good to
there.
go with that. You can drop them off there or take them inside. And if you wait till tomorrow, you can still take them by that same location, or you can take them by any of the 3 vote centers. And again, with the vote centers, they're different. It's still a polling location, but they don't call it the polling locations because they're not specific. You can go to any of the 3 that are located. And we have the Martin Luther King Jr. Neighborhood Center,
Yes.
the Civic Center.
Yes.
And then the other one, it's the church.
It's one of the churches, and I'm not sure exactly
Oh,
which
hang on,
one
let
it
me
is.
get it over. I forgot I printed it out. There you go. It's Community Christian Church.
Community Christian
And
Church.
I'm pointing that way.
And I know.
Hoping our Facebook Live viewers would actually understand I'm trying to point to the Civic Center. The Community Christian Church is at 6480 East Highway 95, so it's not too far from Araby on 16th Street.
Yeah, you can't miss it. If you're in anywhere in that area, you will see it. It's very large, and they usually have signs up and things like that.
That's right. I do the early ballot just so I don't have to worry about finding a location or coordinating with some days. Some election days get kind of hairy around here in the media.
Yes,
trying
definitely.
to cover different things and make sure that you have everything taken care of. And I know you still opt to vote in person. And,
I do.
And the Martin Luther King Jr. Center is close to work, close to your house, so it's
Exactly.
convenient.
Yeah, and I've said it many times before. I like to take my son. I like to show him the whole process. I remember doing that when I was young with my mom. And that's just one of the things I want him to know that's important. And he asked the same question: how do you know who you're voting for? You know what, baby? I do my research to try and find the best person that's going to make the best decisions that they can on behalf of us for our city. So I definitely, I encourage him to do the research, and I encourage every single one of you to do your research.
That's right.
And
Do
get
your
out there
research.
and vote.
Educate yourselves on the candidates that are running and the platforms that they are passionate about. Now, do keep in mind, though, those voting at the polls are reminded there's a 75-foot boundary, and it's marked by signs outside
It is marked.
of those locations. The boundary prohibits anyone from campaigning within the 75-foot marked off area.
Yep. I've seen it marked off, and you know what? For the most part, people respect it. I've never ran into. I know sometimes different elections can be kind of heated and things, but every time I've gone, I've never had run into any problems like that, and everybody's being respectful.
And again, postmarks don't count. If you don't plan on dropping it off, then you've kind of just wasted some taxpayer postage money.
And paper.
And paper
printing,
and man hours.
Man hours,
or
yes.
individual person hours. Trying to
Exactly.
get everything put together.
Exactly.
All right, now we did talk about events coming up. We have the Balloon Festival. This week we have the Veterans Day Parade, and we have the Balloon Festival coming up the following weekend.
Yes.
And that will be, we're going to have the Desert Glow,
Yes.
the Balloon Glow at
The
Desert
Balloon
Sun
Glow,
Stadium.
uh-huh.
Now, I've already been looking, I'm always curious about the weather because it's generally windy that time of year. Right now, it's showing that we're going to have some winds, but hopefully they will taper off by then
Yes,
and
I
get
hope.
down to a manageable level. Because those balloonists, they come from far and wide, and
Yes, they do.
that's a very expensive hobby, and it's a business for a lot of them. They run the balloons on kind of a full-time basis in their communities too. But it's a lot of work to come out and get those put together.
It definitely is, and it is the wind is definitely a hazard for us. So we will pray that it's calm winds.
All right, we are going to go ahead and take a break here on Today in Yuma. We will be back right after this. Don't forget you can watch us on Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive. This is Z93 Outlaw Country at MonsterMediaYuma.com. On Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS.
Yeah, hopefully we get all of the launches this year.
I know.
I think last year we only got one.
Especially the media launch that morning. And that's when you were supposed to go up in, right?
Are you going to try again this year? She says yes.
If I try it, because
I can. I want to.
I think it was more like the...
I've been twice.
It's the Saturday where it looked, but even it was kind of breezy last year too because they didn't go up, but they were still tethered right there or anchored to the ground.
Yeah.
But it's still I love to watch the whole process, the music and the balloons lit up from that.
Usually that Saturday morning when I get up, because they usually watch from down on this area,
Wetlands.
wetlands. I wait. I'm like, If I'm laying in bed and I hear the,
Right.
I jump up, baby, get up, so we can see them go. Because they're at that point they're not super high yet,
Right.
So they're just going right over the house, and dogs are going crazy.
I need to email Kathy.
I'm gonna bring Jen some nachos.
No, you're not.
A
I'm not
nacho,
gonna eat them.
nacho,
A nacho with salsa?
yeah,
Salsa.
salsa. Janice and her salsa.
We'll start teasing ahead of time that we'll be off Thanksgiving week.
Yes.
I want to. San Luis PD is participating in No Shave November.
Didn't they let YPD do that last year?
Yeah, they may have.
I think they did. Do you have a picture of the trailer? I have to go back a whole year to look for that. He wants to see it. I can get him the
Dominic
dimension.
inquiring?
Yeah, he wants to see how big it is. I go, dude, it's huge. I promise. You have plenty of room. There's 4 of them. So.
I did Facebook Live videos, so we only have to scroll back through about 200 videos.
Only
It's probably
about,
quicker than
only
the photos.
about 200.
Okay, let me see.
I can. So it would have been November
11th.
But you don't want the November one. You want the December one.
Oh, that's right, because it was a different trailer.
It was. That's right. Good job, Anita.
Closer. That's why we keep you around. It's that analytical thinking.
I found it, the light parade,
Perfect.
but
Can't see it?
you can't really tell how big it is.
Let me see. I took a few pictures too. Let me see.
I like I know you took some when we were getting it decorated.
Yeah.
I have 461 videos.
Oh, I have a full one.
You got
It's
it?
fully decorated. Yeah.
We went to the orchestra at the concert this Saturday at AWC at the amphitheater.
Oh yeah.
We my friends on the board
Just like minutes left.
for the orchestra, so we
Hello,
went.
John. He's watching now. John Lamar.
All right, ready? Real quick. We got like 3.5 minutes.
Okay, no, that's perfect. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and on Facebook Live. Now, we received information this morning from San Luis Police Department that their officers are going to be sporting a new look for a worthy cause.
Okay.
The No Shave November is a national movement that encourages men to raise awareness and funding for cancer-related charities, including the American Cancer Society, and nonprofit organizations related to domestic violence awareness and other local youth organizations among them. Now, officers generally have to follow strict rules about facial hair, but the rules have been relaxed a bit this November, and it will go through the end of March. So maybe it takes some of them a little bit longer.
Yeah, they give them a little bit extra time.
And it will turn into no shave December, January, February, March.
And I think that's what inspired a lot of people to keep their beards around afterwards.
I think so. Officers will be allowed to grow neatly trimmed beards and goatees, but will focus on keeping a professional image as they continue serving the community. Acting Chief of Police Richard Jessup says, as we in law enforcement support worthy causes, we encourage those in the community to help us bring awareness and raise much needed funds for these organizations.
How exciting. I know that in the past I've seen that YPD had did it because they like our police officers to look nice and presentable. And not saying that the beards are not, but, you know, shaving is part of the uniform. So
That's right.
I'm excited to see how much their facial hair actually grows. They need to do some before and after pictures.
They do. and I'm curious to see how much they end up raising for the different charitable organizations.
Yes,
Now,
definitely.
speaking of the police, the Yuma Police Department is continuing their ongoing traffic safety program this week. That's Project Drive Safe. This week they're targeting 21st Drive as the main roadway.
Okay.
I think that's near the main library. I think
Yes, it is. You're correct.
And they will be watching for speeders, cell phone users, turning and red light violators also. Now keep in mind they do target a secondary undisclosed location. They don't want to tell you all their secrets about where they're going to be, so just adhere to those rules all the time and you won't get in trouble.
Exactly, and that's a good area for them to be monitoring. We have a couple schools right there, like you said, the library's right there. So it's nice that they're going to be targeting an area where we have a lot of kids, and we want everybody to be safe, and we want our kids to be safe, so that's definitely a plus.
Alrighty, this is Today in Yuma. We will see you tomorrow. Allison will be here from Arizona Western College for Toro Tuesday, talking about all those Matador happenings. We want to thank our great sponsors, Classic Accounting, Sprague Sports, Quick Refrigeration, and Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services. Plus, FTS Automotive for bringing us that Facebook Live feed.
Awesome Facebook Live feed, yes.
That's right. Everyone have a great day. Bob and Sherry, you're up next on Z93 and your favorite classic country music on Outlaw Country. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma. We're going to take a quick Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie out in the courtyard with our little group here. See you tomorrow.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Be safe out there. Take your time when you're driving.